We're going to go over my 11-inch build today. This is essentially a Radian EDAC lower, or their AX556 lower, I want to say, is the official model. This is a Aero Precision M4E1 upper with a ballistic advantage. I want to say they go 11.3 inch barrel in there. Surefire 3-prong war comp, a ScalaWorks fixed front sight, mod light 18650 OKW. I want to say this might be the PLH, actually. This is a PLH V2. This is an Arasaka offset scout mount with four controls slash rail scales panels here. This is a Samsung Shorty. I really like these guys here. It's kind of old school, but it's still a snubby. It controls a little bit better than a hand stop itself. And we can do this because of the overall length of the firearm itself. Now, the mounts themselves are Unity fast mounts. This is specifically the micro fast mount and the 30mm magnifier mount. Mounted to them are the Aimpoint T2 and the Aimpoint 3XC 3X magnifier on there. That's essentially their entry-level magnifier, and it works fine. I mean, considering the price you're paying versus the actual the gigantic 3X magnifier offered from Aimpoint. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and swap over here to gather a sight picture, and you'll see that at 1x, this is your current sight picture here, and it's going to be a more neutral heads-up display given the 2.26 height or so, approximately that 2-inch height. Now you can see that the magnifier does not occlude your vision for your 1x sight picture, but once we raise and we flip the magnifier up, it actually is in your viewpoint. It's going to be kind of hard to see because we are at 3x and we're basically zooming to the ground, but you can kind of see the red dot there. You will be notice charging handle, kind of like an ACOG. The eye relief is not that great for any type of magnifier. That's just the way it is. Okay, and then you can pop it back down once you're done magnifying or looking at whatever you're going to look at. So at this point here, we're actually going to take off the magnifier. It is on the QD system. You'll notice that underneath, in the mount itself, there is a rear sight built in, and it has the option for a front sight as well. But since I'm using my ScalaWorks fixed front sight here, you can line up the rear sight with the front sight for a much better sight radius. Normally, if you use the Unity's both rear and front sight built in case you had you were running night vision lasers or any other type of IR device, then it might occlude it, so you may not have space for a front sight, so hence they give you a built-in front sight option. But since I'm not using night vision on this particular weapon at this time, it's going to be my ScalaWorks front sight to my rear sight here, and that's traditional standard AR height sights essentially. So you can drop your appropriate chin weld or cheek weld, and you'll have that great sight picture like you're used to. Otherwise, it's going to be a more neutral heads up, and you'll have that more natural neck feel, or if you will, so you won't strain your neck as much as you're shooting here. Now, there are a lot of pros and cons to having a higher sight mount. A lot of it has to do with inconsistent cheek welds as far as the cons go, but it takes training, and once you train out of that, you'll be okay. But ultimately, it's up to you to decide what works for you. I'm only here trying to provide you a little bit of information outside of the gun tubers that are out there. This is the Unity Tactical fast mounts on Aimpoint T2. This is their micro mount on Aimpoint T2, and the Unity magnifier mount on an Aimpoint 3XC magnifier. This is specifically on my 11.5, 11.3 inch build here, and we hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you soon.